I'm Kailani. I'm a professional surfer from Bali, and I'm an ambassador for Well Bali.
And my name's Keith Marks, and I'm with Ham Design Group, co-founder and creative director, and I'm part of the creative team dreaming up the concept of Well Bali.
Amazing. As an architect, what makes this project so special, in your opinion?
So I think the unique aspect of this project specifically is it's somewhat timely in kind of the trends that are going on, where we have this desire to have this wellness factor with us at all times. And it seems like the next natural progression of that is into our own homes and kind of how we create housing. So the idea of wellness and housing and hospitality seem to have made a perfect fit, and also kind of a great environment in Bali to kick that off with. And then, when did you first become aware of the project Well Bali, and what was your kind of desire to get involved? And you could have grabbed a villa anywhere, and you chose this location. So
Yeah, well, I first heard about Well Bali a couple months ago when it was still under construction, and yeah, the owners pitched me the idea and how the villas focus so much around wellness, and that really aligned with me as an athlete. I love the idea of having recovery and rest such close access to your home.
mm-hmm.
And I think as someone who is traveling a lot, I think of home as such an important place to be relaxed and recover, and to have that, to have that so close to you
Mm-hmm.
it's so easy, and also to be able to share that with other people that you invite into your home. I think it's a great way to create great bonds as well.
And that makes so much sense with what we're trying to do as well, and aligns really closely with our goals, because the design really tried to capture this idea of kind of intimacy to wellness, this kind of respite, or kind of a quiet space, or kind of a backdrop or retreat that you can kind of come to day in, day out, and use that time and space to recover. And recovery extends even beyond obviously the access to the different aspects like hot plunge, cold plunge, sauna, but also architecture, and that plays a part in our mental wellness, as well as art and sustainability. And some of the things we're starting to plan and dream up with you now, part of the team, hope to capture that, not even in the first projects, but subsequent phases after that. So where do you see, now that you're a part of this team, where do you see this idea of wellness and housing and kind of recovery and architecture going in your mind?
Yeah, so not only as an athlete, but just in general to the community around me, I've been noticing a big trend on focusing on wellness and just kind of prioritizing our health. And so seeing as Well Bali is kind of one of the first villa projects to really ingrain that in its architecture and its focus, I could see that happening more often. And yeah.
Yeah, and it only starts there, because really, even with these first builds, or this first generation of villas, we're constantly using ambassadors like yourself and other tenants and clients to improve on the product. And even the next generation of Well Bali, we're looking at eco-concrete for the construction processes. We're looking at sustainable aspects such as solar capture and water catchment. So, the idea is each villa as a standalone kind of is self-sustained in its own capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And then even partnering with people around the island of Bali who are also involved in these sustainable practices, and building that community and relationship. To your point, it's not so much even about my own home, but inviting people into that home and spreading that idea of wellness through the community of Bali.
Yeah, and I agree. As someone that's from Bali, I love to see projects focusing on sustainability, and this is a very fast developing island. So to have more and more project focusing on taking care of the environment around us is something that really aligns with me as well.
And I think that's what makes it unique as well, as the way it's been set up is that, you know, the tenants and clients are part of that family we're creating here. So the design process is more open-ended. It's not so here's the idea and we're going to use this and it's perfect and we're going to move on, but it constantly develops and grows somewhat naturally. And that's part of in response to how fast everything does develop here in Bali, that we're able to kind of introduce that in somewhat of a, you know, cohesive, collaborative process as these things build and grow.
Mm-hmm. And making it look beautiful all at the same time.
Absolutely. Basically from the corner all the way to the front of the pump room, that'll be the sauna space, and you can come right out of that. There'll be an outdoor shower right here, which you can access right here between the two elements.
Stay tuned for Well Bali coming soon.